Stop Vita Time. This section is not going to appeal, or this segment is not going to appeal to many people. It is called Stop Vita Time, in which I talk about the PlayStation Vita and its surrounding news, which hardly exists. So I actually found quite a bit of news surrounding the 3DS why did I say that? Surrounding the PlayStation Vita this week, and I'm going to discuss a little bit of it. I have 4 news items for the PlayStation Vita, and you're probably, even if you don't have a PlayStation Vita or you're not interested in it, you're probably still going to want to listen to this segment because it leads into my next segment. So, yeah, stay tuned. Machinarium. I hope that's how it's pronounced, since I do run a gaming term pronunciation segment. I'm not perfect. Machinarium, or Machinarium, is set to release on Vita on March 26th for $6.99. Looks like a cool game. It's $7. That's a bargain. If you have a Vita and you're starving for games, and you're one of those people who are like, that Vita has no games, I think I'm just going to sell it. Well, this looks like a fun game. That might change your mind to, I don't know, keep the Vita. Maybe it'll be worth something someday when it completely fails for good. Or maybe it will be worth something someday because it'll be greatly successful. One thing's for sure, I don't think it'll be, like, mediocre. I think it'll be either extremely successful or an extreme failure. But it's too soon for me to know that right now. It's only been out a year. Which to me, after growing up with handheld games my whole life, to me, 1 year isn't very long. And Assassin's Creed Rising Phoenix is a Vita title according to a Spanish online retailer, extralife.es. There you have it, folks. More frame rate issues. That's why I sold that game. I didn't... Not Rising Phoenix, the original, the Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation on Vita. Not great. Extremely mediocre. Number 3, PlayStation Vita. Oh, you can argue otherwise if you want to. These are my opinions, people. Don't get angry. I'm kind of just putting them out there, and you can argue if you want. That'd be cool. I really want someone to argue. Join in if you want. Contact me and join in. I'd love it. PlayStation Vita 3G version being sold for $199 in North America, which is $50 cheaper than the Wi-Fi only model. Could this mean the 3G version will be discontinued? I don't know why it ever existed, honestly, but I've talked about this before on Bullogna, or on Vita Time official podcast, that the 3G version shouldn't have ever existed. And I don't know why it does. Maybe they'll bring out an LTE version, but either way, if you have a smartphone, you don't need the 3G version of the Vita at all, because you can use Wi-Fi tethering. And actually, just listen to my last podcast, my last B10 official podcast. I'll link it on an annotation on my video, so don't worry about that. And listen to that, and you'll enjoy it too. So... it's good. Number 4, Fez will most likely release on Vita, but most likely won't see a 3DS release, which leads us into our next section. Segment, not section.